Law 1. Never outshine the master. Always ensure that those above you feel superior. In your desire to impress or please them, do not go too far in displaying your talents, lest you accomplish the opposite. Inspire fear and insecurity. It's a balancing act where you must show your value without overshadowing your superiors. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Friends can quickly become rivals and betray you, while enemies are more predictable. When converted into a friend, an enemy has more to prove and might be more loyal. It's not about being paranoid, but rather pragmatic in understanding human behavior. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. Keeping your cards close to your chest prevents others from sabotaging your plans. It keeps you in control and maintains an element of surprise. Concealing intentions isn't about deceit, but about maintaining your strategic advantage. Law 4. Always say less than necessary. The more you say, the more likely you are to say something foolish or revealing. Keeping your words measured and controlled gives you more power and keeps others guessing about your intentions and capabilities. Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Reputation is the cornerstone of power. You can influence more people and gain more opportunities with a solid reputation. Therefore, it's essential to protect it fiercely. Law 6. Court attention at all cost. Visibility is power in the social and political arena. Being unseen or forgotten is a fate worse than failure. It's important to maintain a presence and constantly remind people of your existence in some way, shape, or form. Law 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. This law might seem deceptive, but in a power play, it's about managing resources effectively. The idea is to leverage the skills, talents, and capabilities of others to accomplish objectives, while ensuring that the credit, and hence the power, stays with you. Law 8. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. When others come to you, it implies you hold something valuable. Drawing others towards you gives you the advantage and control of the situation. Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. Winning an argument gives you a momentary advantage, but winning through actions gives you lasting power. Actions demonstrate competence and create value, whereas words, often in arguments, lead to negative emotions and resentment. Law 10. Infection. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Surrounding yourself with unhappy and unlucky individuals may impact your power adversely, as their negativity might affect you and your reputation. To maintain your power and influence, it's important to associate with positive, successful people. Law 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. When people are dependent on you, they're less likely to challenge or betray you. By becoming the sole provider of something, whether it's a service, a product, or a piece of information, you gain power and influence over those who need it. Law 12. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. Strategic honesty or generosity can disarm your opponents, making them vulnerable to your influence. This isn't a call for manipulation, rather, an acknowledgement that calculated openness can be a powerful tool in a world where most people are guarded. Law 13. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. People are more likely to help if they see something in it for themselves. You give them a compelling reason to assist you by appealing to their self-interest. Law 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. Gathering information is crucial in power dynamics. Posing as a friend helps you gain valuable insights without arousing suspicion. It's not about betrayal, but about understanding the landscape in which you operate. Law 15. Crush your enemy. Totally. A half victory is a dangerous game in the world of power. When dealing with a ruthless adversary, it's necessary to eliminate the threat completely. However, remember to exercise this law ethically and without violating your principles. Law 16. Use absence to increase respect and honor. This law is based on the principle of scarcity. Readily available things are often taken for granted. Ensuring that you're not always available makes your presence more valued, thus increasing respect and honor for yourself. Law 17. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Being predictable makes you vulnerable. Unpredictability, on the other hand, can keep your competitors or enemies uncertain, giving you an edge. This doesn't mean you should be inconsistent. Rather, you should avoid revealing a pattern in your actions that others can easily figure out. Law 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. Isolation might seem like a good idea to protect yourself from external threats, but it can often make you an easy target. When you're isolated, you're cut off from information and support networks, making you vulnerable. Instead, Engaging with others, forming alliances, and building your power base is beneficial. Law 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. Knowing the people around you, their power, influence, and temperament is essential before engaging with them. Offending the wrong person can lead to severe consequences, so it's better to tread carefully. Law 20. Do not commit to anyone. Commitments often limit your flexibility and bind you to a certain path. Remaining neutral and not committing to anyone keeps your options open, gives you flexibility, and allows you to maneuver as per the situation's demands. Law 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. Sometimes, appearing less intelligent than you are can be an advantage. It can lead others to underestimate you, giving you the element of surprise. However, this should be used carefully as it could potentially backfire and harm your reputation. Law 22. Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. Surrender is often seen as a sign of weakness, but it can become a strength when used strategically. By surrendering, you can buy time, preserve your resources, and even turn the tables around when the time is right. Law 23. Concentrate your forces. Instead of trying to be everywhere and do everything, concentrate your forces on a decisive aspect. Concentration often leads to better results, whether focusing on a specific market segment or a unique skill. Law 24. Play the perfect courtier. Being a perfect courtier is about navigating social situations adeptly. It involves flattering, yielding to superiors, and asserting power over others most politely and respectfully. This approach enables you to influence and win people subtly. Law 25. Recreate yourself. You have the power to control your image and how you're perceived. By consciously shaping your persona and adapting it to suit your goals, you can reinvent yourself and take control of the narrative around you. Law 26. Keep your hands clean. You must maintain an unblemished appearance by avoiding blame and associating yourself with noble causes, even when you are required to engage in less noble actions. This involves skillfully shifting the blame onto others and taking credit for positive outcomes. It's about managing perceptions to ensure your reputation remains untarnished. Law 27. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. People have a psychological need to believe in something or someone. You can attract a loyal following by positioning yourself as a source of hope or answers. This, however, carries a heavy ethical responsibility and should be practiced with caution to avoid manipulation and exploitation. Law 28. Enter action with boldness. Hesitation or half-hearted attempts often lead to failure. When you enter any action, do it with confidence and conviction. Boldness can cover up shortcomings and often intimidates others, creating a psychological advantage. Law 29. Plan all the way to the end. A powerful person doesn't just think about immediate steps but plans all the way to the end. Having a clear vision of your goal and a comprehensive plan to achieve it can give you a significant strategic advantage. Law 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. Your talents are perceived as more valuable when they appear to be effortless. Even when something requires hard work, make it look easy. This increases people's perception of your power and skills. Law 31. Control the options. Get others to play with the cards you deal. The best way to get people to follow your plans is to present them with options for your desired outcome. By controlling their choices, you can subtly guide their decisions. Law 32. Play to people's fantasies. Reality is often disappointing, and people have a tendency to get lost in their fantasies. By appealing to these fantasies, you can provide an escape from the mundanity of their reality, thereby earning their loyalty. Law 33. Discover each man's thumbscrew. Everyone has a weakness, a fear, or a need that can be used as a leverage point. Knowing these thumbscrews can give you a significant advantage in negotiations or power dynamics. Law 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. How you perceive yourself sets the bar for how others perceive you. By carrying yourself with dignity and demanding respect, you set a standard for how you should be treated. Law 35. Master the art of timing. Understanding the perfect moment to act is critical in power dynamics. The same action can have drastically different outcomes at different times. Being patient and strategically waiting for the right moment can pay off in the long run. Law 36. Disdain things you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge. Longing for things you cannot have is a sign of powerlessness. You demonstrate your power and control over your desires by showing disdain or ignoring them. Law 37. Create compelling spectacles. Creating memorable, dramatic spectacles can captivate an audience and capture their attention. This makes your power and influence more pronounced and memorable. Law 38. Think as you like, but behave like others. If you want to fit in and gain power within a group, you must learn to behave like others in that group. Maintaining your own thoughts and ideas while outwardly conforming to the group's norms can help you navigate social dynamics more effectively. Law 39. Stir up waters to catch fish. Creating a little chaos can disrupt the status quo and provide you with opportunities to seize power. It's important to remember that this is not about causing harm, but creating a shift in power dynamics. Law 40. Despise the free lunch. Anything that comes without a cost should be approached with caution. It could come with hidden strings or obligations that might compromise your power and independence in the long run. Law 41. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. Following in the footsteps of a great person can often put you in their shadow. You need to forge your own path to assert your power and influence. Law 42. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. Attacking a group leader can often disorient the rest of the members. This tactic, however, should be used sparingly and ethically, as it can lead to serious consequences if mishandled. Law 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others. Power is not just about brute force, it's also about winning over hearts and minds. You can build a loyal and dedicated following by working on others' emotions and perceptions. Law 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. Mimicking others can disarm them and can also serve as a form of subtle mockery. This strategy can be used to unsettle your opponents and gain a psychological edge. Law 45. Preach the need for change, but never reform too much at once. While change is necessary, too much change too quickly can be unsettling. Maintaining a balance and ensuring that changes are introduced gradually is important to prevent resistance or backlash. Law 46. Never appear too perfect. Appearing too perfect can arouse envy and suspicion among others. It's essential to show occasional flaws and vulnerabilities to appear more human and relatable, which can make you more likable and less likely to attract the animosity of others. Law 47. Do not go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, learn when to stop. Exceeding your goal can often lead to unforeseen problems. When you've achieved your goal, stop and consolidate your position, or else your continued push might trigger resistance, sparking a downfall. Law 48. Assume formlessness. Staying adaptable and flexible allows you to navigate any situation that arises. By not committing to a single form or strategy, you can adapt as needed, taking the shape that best serves your purpose at any given moment. Like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.